Oh, what I do? There's no deeper.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it.
Tam telling tales.
I got it. Tongue twister. Say it real fast one time.
Tam telling tales. Tam telling tales. Tam telling tales. Tam telling tales. Tam telling tales.
Hey everybody, it's Tam telling tales. Get on in here because I have an exciting live for you all on this evening. So go ahead and invite your friends. I see that y'all already in here. Let me find this chat because I feel like y'all probably already said hi to me. If you haven't, go ahead and say hi. Say something. Let me know you're here because I don't see no comments yet. But I see the people in the building. So interesting story before I bring our guests up. Instagram is not live. I usually don't do that part. And so I thought I knew what I was doing. And my producer was like, "Do you know what you're doing?" And I'm like, "Yes, I know what I'm doing." I don't. I don't. Instagram's not live. So you know, I don't know if Kaylynn is in the background and she feel like she trying to get it together for me, then that would be awesome. If not, I understand. The Instagram people just go miss out. You know, it is what it is. But I'm so glad to have you all here with me. I see you guys are here in the building. Hey, Ebony girl, what's going on? What are you doing? Are you home from work yet? Let's see. We got us another author, Ebony, in the building. Hi, it's first time here. Okay, well, welcome to Tam Telling Tales. Hopefully, you have subscribed to the YouTube channel. If not, then please do so because we have us a good old time over here. We do a lot of book conversation, a lot of movie conversation. So it's a good time. So definitely welcome. Hopefully, this will not be your last time with us. And I'm curious, Ebony, tell me which author are you most familiar with, Kaylynn or Octavia? So put that down in the chat for me. And hey, Tony girl, what's going on? You know you one of my faves, honey. How you doing on this evening? Huh? Mm. Okay. So I'm letting y'all get in here for a little minute. Ebony says she knows Octavia. Yes, because you okay, so now that I know that you like it wild, because if you are an Octavia Grant fan, you like it wild, then baby, you are in the perfect place. Okay. So, thank you all for being here. Again, I'm Tam Telling Tales. If this is your first time watching me, um, feel free to subscribe and share this as well. Now, although we do some spoilers during our book discussions, a lot of the conversation is just us chit chatting it up, getting to know the author behind all of this great, wonderful written work. You know what I mean? So I'll go ahead and let y'all know when we about to start spoiling. If you haven't read the book Highway 725, then you need to. Okay, you need to do that. Please and thank you. We again are probably going to be talking about it in a little bit of detail. So once we get to that part, if you want to, tap out for a minute, you can. Or if you want to stick around because you don't mind spoilers, then definitely stick around with us also. Okay, so I think I'm ready to bring my guest up. And so let me do a little intro situation. Who I'm gonna bring to the stage first? I think it's going to be this young lady right here. Let me go ahead and let me see what we're gonna do. Mhm. Okay, there she is. Y'all know who that is. I'm sure y'all do. If y'all don't, I'm about to tell you. Kaylynn Hunt is an author of several remarkable novels and the producer of Tam Telling Tales, a platform dedicated to sharing captivating stories from the very people who create and execute them for the world. Known for her free spirited nature, Kaylynn embraces life with a sense of adventure and an open heart. Her love for dream catchers symbolizes her passion for captivating dreams and weaving them into stories. Kaylynn's world is marked by her vibrant storytelling, reflecting themes of freedom, creativity, and the beauty of the human spirit. Though her writing is about stories of life, she also creates connections and inspires her audience. So, everyone, please welcome up to the stage Miss Kaylynn Hunt.
Hi.
Hey, girl, hi.
Hey.
Okay. And so, of course, we have our other guest that is here with us. And so, we got to bring her up too. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's get to her. Now, where's she at? Uh-oh. Boom, with her. See, I had a whole situation for her. Where you go? Why social media and stuff don't like me today? You know why? Because I don't be doing this. And I need my producer, and I'm interviewing my producer now. Man, this be that bull.
I
This
needed
be
to be
that bull.
working.
You listen. I wish to goodness that I could say like, no, you don't need to be, but clearly you do. Okay, I need it. I need
Ma'am.
you. Okay, look, I'm about to wing this one. Bam. Let me bring her. Okay. So boom, you all see this beautiful woman right here. She has been writing novels for several years as well. She's actually one of the first authors that Tim Telling Tales ever reviewed as well as interviewed. She is a fan favorite over here. She is a Essence Book Festival attendee. She has been winning awards all over the country. She has gained such great traction in social media on TikTok and all other social media
Tasha.
platforms. The people are eating her up. They love her so much. We do too. Everyone, welcome to the stage, Miss Octavia Grant.
Hey, y'all.
Let me see if I can get that over there. Bam, there you go.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey. There we go. Okay, so we all in the building now. We are all in the building. Fatima said, hey, hey, Fatima. All right, so everybody, thank you so much for being in here. Make sure that you like this and you sharing it on your page and telling everybody that we are in the building. If you guys have questions for Kaylynn and for Octavia, then go ahead and start getting them prepared, okay? Because we can get down and dirty on this evening because this is like a little piece of family reunion right here. Okay? Like we know each other. Like our numbers is in each other's phones and all of the things. So it's gonna be a good time. So, before we get into all of the conversation about Highway 725 and how that all came about, and such a great story for you guys to be able to share with us, y'all know what I do when I be starting off my shows and stuff. Kaylin, I be having like little games and stuff. Just little icebreakers, really, is what it is. Okay. And so this one is a game where you guys just simply have to tell me which one of you would likely do this. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Oh, this is interesting.
okay. So here we go. Which one of you would likely kill a pet in a book?
Octavia. Yeah, I would.
You killed
Cujo
everybody
would
in the
have
book.
to go.
Okay.
She killed
Who
Max.
would?
I did, didn't I?
You killed
I
who?
did.
And dear Vicky, she
I
killed her
did.
You did.
dog.
Girl, okay. Let me keep going. Okay. Who is likely to design their own book cover?
Kaylynn.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
me.
I don't want no parts of it.
Okay. Who is likely to have the most sex scenes in a book?
Kaylynn.
Yeah. Girl.
When she put sex in hers.
I'll put sex in there, but not a lot of sex,
I guess.
To have the most. Girl, I don't even know why you tried to argue with somebody about that. Sit down.
Just saying.
Sit down. Who is likely to cry when they finish writing their book?
Octavia.
I do get a little teary-eyed. I do. Once the insanity ends.
Because you really be out here sympathizing with characters that people absolutely hate. So I
do, and I don't understand why nobody sees my point of view.
We don't. We really don't. Okay. All right. So next question. Who is likely to drink when they finish writing the book?
Kaylynn.
For sure. Before she start the book, while she writing the book, after the book, reading the book, just all of the things.
Oh my God.
Pretty much.
Who is likely to get halfway through the book, decide they don't like it, and start over?
That would have to be Kaylynn, because I'm not doing that.
I have done that.
Really?
No.
Interesting.
I can't remember which book it was now. I was writing it in third person and went back and switched it all in first.
I do still take up for Andrew, Tony, yes, because it wasn't his fault.
Well, Andrew, I might agree with Andrew. Was just he couldn't help it. He was actually mentally ill.
Not you drinking the juice too.
Andrew was mentally ill, so his delusions, like,
yes,
he got an excuse for him. I'm sorry, he does.
He does. He was not the villain that people made him out to be. This was somebody else.
He was crazy.
I'm mad that you even brought his name up at this point.
He was completely delusional, but it really wasn't his fault.
It wasn't.
Okay.
It was not.
Okay. Fine. I mean, whatever. All right. Wait, I gotta figure out how to go live on Instagram.
No, it ain't gonna work. You already started it. It's too late.
Oh, okay.
I tried to fix it. It didn't work.
Okay, so this question right here, right? It's not the last one, but this question right here, like, if neither one of you commit to answering this question, then instead of taking a drink, like I usually do when I be doing interviews, y'all gotta write me into your next book.
Okay. What's the question, child?
No,
you already in the book.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
Okay. We will write you in the flight 725. You can be on the flight.
Hey. Okay. All right. Here we go. Damn, now watch you answer the question. Okay. Which one of you is most likely to turn one of your ICU Freestyle Friday short stories into a full-length novel?
Well, that would be Kaylynn, but I think we both have turned our ICU stories into books.
Right. So who's most likely? Who? Hmm?
That would be the freestyle queen.
Probably me.
Hmm.
Oh, so y'all both seeing it eye to eye. Y'all just
Yeah.
didn't want to put me in a book. Is really what I feel like was happening here.
Oh, we can still put you on the flight. You can get on the flight if you want to.
Okay, I do.
If you want to.
I do.
Are you sure you want to get on this
Listen,
flight
put
though?
me in first class, baby. Okay.
You sure you want to get on this flight?
Wait a minute. Hold on. We're gonna come back to that because
Okay.
once I get a little further glimpse of what's about to pop off, then maybe I might change my mind. I might be able to be a pilot. I don't
Who
know.
said
I
the
don't know.
pilot was safe?
Yeah, buddy. Ebony, I'm nervous too. I'm nervous too.
Oh
Cause
God.
She said, "Don't do
don't do
it."
it. Reconsider. Okay. So like I
Everybody telling you not to get on the flight,
you
Tam.
know what? Can I work in the airport? You know what I mean? Like, can I be the person like over the PAs and stuff? Like, yes, now boarding flight 725 for Detroit. Can I do that part? Can I be that person? Can I have like, you know, some I don't know. Okay, never mind. Next question. Who is likely, most likely, to jump in an inbox and demand an author collaboration?
Me.
That would be Octavia.
That is definitely me. It was my
Okay.
first time doing it, but I had to be strong, and I'm glad that I did.
I am
Okay.
glad.
I am too. Yeah, they not feeling it. Yup. I said gonna kill me. Yep. I'm listen, I'm gonna take y'all word for it. I tell you, Mom, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not. And then this is the last question. Who is most likely to say yes to an author collabo?
That would be me.
That would be you. Yay. Y'all answered all of my questions. I feel like I know y'all a little bit better, but not really. I know y'all. I knew what y'all was gonna say. But we gonna have to talk about this flight 725 because I feel like I need to be there. I need to show up again in something. Okay. Okay. Me. What?
What was the Me Too?
Listen, she probably talk about for author collab. She like I would.
Oh.
Cause she do,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? So shout out to ICU Reading and Social Network because that is really truly how all of us are mutually related in some type of
Hmm.
way
Yes.
to one another.
Very true.
Kaylynn is a part of the core ICU Reading and Social Network. Octavia is a part of our extended ICU Reading and Chatting. And it has definitely allowed all of us to kind of blossom and bloom into the people that you see now in front of you. So shout out to them. Shout out to Ebony. She is our president. She's so dope, y'all. She makes it all happen. Okay.
Hmm.
So now I feel like I know y'all a little bit more, or the people do, because like I said, I know y'all, right? And so I want to give you guys the opportunity to talk about how we got to Highway 725. Of course, I know a little bit of the backstory, but either one of you can go ahead and just kind of take it away and let our watchers know how we got to this place.
How we got here was, of course, ICU related. And as you all know, every Friday there's a Freestyle Friday, and it showcases, I feel author strengths, right? Can I give you a title and you just write either something short or something long to it? So I haven't participated in quite a while, but I read every submission, right? So I think what year was it? 21, 22? I can't remember what year it was, but Kaylynn wrote a piece to Daddy's Diary. And I'm reading all the submissions, and I'm like, I know she did not write this. This is something I would say. This is something I would do, right? And I'm like, okay, do I approach her? Do I not? Um, so I sat on it for a few days and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just do it. The worst thing she could say is no. And I wondered about her for a while because for when we share the same birthday. And I'm like, this would be so dope, two Leos collaborating on a story. But I just didn't know what I wanted to write about. And so I never said anything about it. And then she wrote the piece to Daddy's Diary. And I was blown away. And I literally how I slid in that DM like I was like she was like I was a dude that was chasing her, right? I did. I'm guilty of it. And I was like, I really want to write with you. I read your piece and I absolutely love it. Um, you know, what do you think, right? And like, how do you think about us collaborating on something and we put our birthday in the title? Like it could be 725 or Highway 725 or just something. And at first we went with 725. And then she was like, no, let's do Highway 725. And that's how Highway 725 was born. And instantly, once we came up with the title, we had different ideas of what we should put in it. And I was like, oh my God. Like this wouldn't have happened if I was, super scary because I was afraid for a long time. And I read her piece and I just knew we had to go half on this. And it was literally the best birthday present that I think I've ever had. Like I am just so even now I'm still in awe of Highway 725. And our birthday was in July.
Oh my God. Well, that's so dope. I
It
love
is.
it. I love
And
it.
ironically, I already had thought like I was thinking too, like me and Octavia need to do something together, but I couldn't figure out what. And it just so happened when I write freestyles, they really just come off the top. I never know where they're going.
Hmm.
So for that one to be the way it was, and she was like, "Hey," and a lot of times when I write certain ones, they stick with me like all day. I have ideas in my head, and I have to jot them down because I will forget. So when she inboxed me, I was like, "Yep," and this is what happened. And she was like, "Yeah," and then she came up with some more ideas and everything. We were like, it was like meshing together so
Hmm.
well. We both got excited about it. It was like, "Yep, we gonna do this."
And
And
y'all
then
did pulled
and
it
it
off
did
with
it worked out beautifully. It was the
It
best birthday
did.
present. It was awesome.
So how long did it take you guys to actually start and complete it?
We actually started it almost right away.
We did. We
And
did.
then we both had other projects going on. So we kind of stepped away from it, went back to it, stepped away. But honestly, the way we wrote it, I think Octavia started, and then
Hmm.
whatever she wrote, I read it and kind of fed off of that. And then I wrote some chapters, and we kind of went back and forth. For that's just how we wrote it. We just went back and forth.
Hmm.
Okay.
So all in all, it took almost a year,
It
but
did.
we had other stuff going on. Like I released Satisfaction Guaranteed. She released Dear Vicky in between the time that we start, like all of that. It was just so we had projects coming out and doing all of this all while writing.
Hmm. Yeah.
Interesting.
It
Interesting.
was never a moment that we weren't doing something. So I did the
Mhm,
first three, then she did the two, then I did the two, then we did it like that, right? And like we
mhm.
didn't have a
Oh,
storyline. We literally fed off of each other's previous chapter, right? We
really?
discussed things that we wanted to put in there when I hopped in her inbox. And then I wrote what I wrote. And because it was like instantly once I read her piece, I just kept, sticking in my head. And I'm like, I have to get this out, and I can only do this with her because this is her story, right? But I knew that it just had to be done. So there was no, okay, well, we're going to say this in this chapter. We're going to do an outline. And it was literally a freestyle book, literally. So I fed off of her, she fed off of me, and that's how we got to where that's how Highway 725 was created. There was no storyline, no outline. It was just us brainstorming on paper.
Basically.
Okay. Listen, y'all saw, did y'all see that? Yeah,
Ma'am.
that's
Now, ma'am, you
that's what
she
it
has,
said.
but you haven't read her story in the freestyle cipher yet. She not all there either.
Um, emphasis on both y'all, huh? It's giving both y'all,
Mm-mm. Not
both
me.
y'all. It says both y'all. Kiera specifically said both y'all crazy
I
or nuts.
mean,
Tomato, tomato. So yeah, no, that's what it's giving. That's what it's giving. And listen, here we go. Yep. Tony says it was so seamless, and I couldn't tell who wrote what. Now to know it was a freestyle. Yep, y'all definitely killed it. Cause I literally
thank
I
you.
was guessing
Thank
on
you.
whose part
Thank
was
you.
whose. I was like, oh, I called her like, oh, so you wrote. She like, no.
And I was like, you will not figure out who wrote what, so quit trying to do that.
I thought I knew something, but
Oh
She was
my
like, you wrote
goodness.
this part. And I was like, no, that wasn't me.
dang.
Another reason why it's so seamless is because at first, I was Caesar, she was Shania. But then based on how we wrote, we were each other. You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
So there was a time when she was Caesar, then I was Shania. So it was just like however the chapter flows in our chapters, it's just how it went. So literally we're everybody in that book. We don't have like designated characters.
Yeah, initially when we was talking about writing, I was like, well, you write Caesar's part and I write Shania's part, but it didn't come
It,
out like that.
mm-mm.
And we just went back and forth. And it was a pretty good, it was a good experience. And I
Yes, it was.
actually haven't read being able to feed off what she wrote just really helps me move along. Like usually when I'm writing, you get to a point where you stuck. Like, where am I going next? I didn't have to
Mm-hmm.
do that because Octavia took it there, and I just read where she went. I was like, okay, we're going here now. So it was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was. Everyone enjoyed it. Which
Mm-hmm.
again speaks to what Kira said. Y'all both nuts. Okay, nothing. I know Kaylynn's right to be, a little risque and bam, chicka, bam, bam. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm a little bit more accustomed to. And then all of this just wow. I said no, majority of that had to be Octavia. And then to hear that y'all going back and forth, ping ponging it up.
And I didn't write nothing
This
to do with
this
that.
is
I didn't write.
literally her because we wrote off of something that she initially wrote. So this
Okay.
crazy is not me this time.
Okay, so what's the name of the freestyle again? Is it Daddy's Diary?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Um,
the portion of the book that was the freestyle is when Shania is at dinner with her father and she tells
Mm-hmm.
him what happened to her friend's date that she rescued her from.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the freestyle started
okay.
Yes.
Interesting. What's it? Okay, because I ain't read it. You know what I mean? I ain't read
at.
it.
I
But it's the
mean, you
same
probably
name.
wouldn't remember anyway, because it might have been 22 or
It had to have
23
been
that I wrote.
23, I
I
think.
don't I don't ever know. I don't know.
Okay, listen. So I'm about to give Ebony I'm about to give her a little task because she good at stuff like this. So Ebony, if
She'll
you're
find
still
it.
here watching, if you can find that, you can find Daddy's Diary for us, and just kind of pin it for a little hot piece a second. That way, myself as well as some of the other watchers, if they want to go back and check that out. Now, here's the thing, though: you got to be a part of ICU reading and chatting in
Mm-hmm.
order to actually see it in there. So if you're not a member yet, it's real easy. You just go on over there, you find us. I see you reading and chatting. Now I see you. We not your ordinary book club, so we don't spell it all ordinary and stuff, right? So it is I as in IEYE, the letter C, U the letter U. I see you reading and chatting. When you head on over there on Facebook, then all you have to do is answer a couple of questions about reading books. Bam, you in there. And not only do you get to watch, not only do you get to read Daddy's Diary, then you can read all the other Freestyle Fridays that's in there as well, because we've been doing that for several years. Okay.
Mhm.
Listen, Ebony got me. You see that? On it. She be on it. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So that way we get to check it out. Now, everybody, here is the moment. Yep, we good to go. Here is the moment in our interview where you guys get to ask your questions that are specific to the book Highway 725. Okay. So if you got you some questions that you
I
need
saw somebody ask a
answered,
question earlier. They
then
said, whose idea was it to put that man's head in the wall safe? Oh, that was Fatima. She said, first and foremost,
okay, okay. So let me.
it's at the top.
It's always near the top. Okay, so I'm scrolling. Yep, there it go. Who? You emphasis on
Who y'all think came up with that?
to put the I'm feeling like, okay, y'all got to guess in the chat. The head in the wall. I'm feeling like I'm gonna give Octavia that one. I'm gonna give Octavia that one. Yeah. Okay, wait. Okay, we gotta give it a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, just a few more seconds. And let me see. Let me see what the people come up with. Okay. Let me
They
see.
all said Octavia. Ebony said
No,
Octavia. Kiera said Octavia.
no. We got us a Erase said you.
Oh, did she? Wait.
Yep. Let me
Okay.
see. Octavia. Listen, Fatima, like I thought it was Octavia, but we gonna know at this point. I don't know. Okay, so boom, we didn't get that enough time. So who idea was that?
Octavia's. That was Octavia's chapter.
Dang, I wish I had some gifts to give out. Like who got it right? But I ain't got nothing tonight, y'all. Sorry, I ain't got nothing.
That was me. That was me.
Okay, I can see that. We had a few people though who was like that could have been Kaylynn. So see, they starting to think you crazy girl. They think you
Yeah.
crazy girl. See there, y'all rubbing off on each other, girl. Okay. So
We do have the same birthday. I'm just saying.
And I'm representing for the big cats. Y'all see my Leo necklace? I couldn't decide if I wanted to wear this one or this one, but this one goes with my dress.
let me
So
see
that's why
that
I got
other
this one on.
one.
That look like one you got, Tim.
Listen, I'm almost positive I used to sell that. I used to, baby,
Uh-huh.
I'm a hustler. You understand me? So I used to sell jewelry back in the day, y'all. Melrose Piece. If y'all ever wondered like where that came from my personal page, Melrose Piece is the name of my jewelry company. Baby, I used to keep the ladies laced. You understand me? I did, and that definitely was a Melrose Piece. Okay. So let's see. There we go. Cause baby, how y'all saute him with them peppers and onions and then feed it to him? First of all, I gotta do something right fast. Why is on that little delicious though?
You retarded. And we crazy. You talking about it's something wrong with us though.
Oh my
Right?
god.
It was sausage, right?
It
Listen,
was.
it's giving like a nice little toasted bun.
I
Could have threw a little sliver of mustard on that bad boy. Like I feel listen,
It's something wrong with
Oh my
you.
god.
It's something wrong with you.
it is.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
Listen,
like
think
you know,
so.
when
saute
you go
onions
to
and
a fair and you get the bratwurst and it has the onions and peppers on the top, you have either like your condiments, your relish, and all of that stuff, and it'd be good, right?
it do.
So
It
I
do.
feel like it would. I feel like it would have tasted quite
Octavia, did
pleasing.
you write that? Did you write that? Did you write that too?
Unfortunately,
Yeah. Yeah,
She
yeah.
did.
I did.
It's absolute okay. It's giving Octavia for sure. But now I'm feeling like I'm gonna have to lay off of y'all's books because I legit I'm thinking about like it don't seem like it would be that bad.
Oh
You
my God. But there was a reason for that, right? It was a reason. So I read so many comments. They were like, I was so sad for the wife, because she didn't deserve that. And she didn't deserve that, right?
know.
And so that's also what I was thinking when I wrote her demise. I didn't want to, but she had to go because it went with the story. And I'm like, at first I had his name as something else. I don't remember what it was, but I remember hearing my mom say, "Written into seasons the things that are seasons," right? So because he forced that member on the wife, it
I'm
now,
gonna force
because
it on
it
you.
belonged to the wife, it's now mine to do whatever I want to do with it because we are of one flesh. So
Hmm.
if it was hers, it now belongs to me. And I can do with it whatever I want to do with it because you did with it whatever you wanted to do with it. Now, if my mother ever heard that part, she would be like, I know I didn't raise you like that. But I felt like I did it some justice. I feel like I did it some justice,
You
right?
did. You did.
And so, because you gave it to my wife, this is mine, and this is what I want to do with it. So, we're going to cook it.
Oh, listen.
Tony said that meat would have been tough and chewy.
Mm,
Oh my
I
God.
feel like
And at first, I wanted to put it in the air fryer. But I'm like, in that time frame, air
It
fryers
wasn't in
weren't
the air
around,
fryer.
right? So I
mm-hmm.
couldn't, I'm not that person that's going to have an iPhone 16 in 1995, right? I feel like your whatever object you're using has to make sense for the time that you're writing,
Right.
right? So back then they had electric skillets. And so that's what it was put in. And I feel like it came out cooked evenly on all sides. It was good.
I mean, I'm thinking like maybe if we had a boiled it first for like for
Just
people
the fact that you trying to figure out how to make it tender, I'm gonna need you to just go and just move on, move on.
Oh, I'm a terrible person. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's talk about
Oh
the
my
food.
God.
We have given that man's member enough of our time. Okay. Uh, but
She's
get a little tough into it. Yeah, it's giving like it might take a little bit like octopus because octopus is a little tough too. Okay, we done. We okay. I
moving on.
okay.
Moving on. Moving on.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I was mad that y'all took Shania right away.
Shayna.
Shayna. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, Shayna the mama. Yeah, and you know what was funny too was that like when I was first reading it, and I'm like, why she get on the bus? It wasn't registering to me immediately that it was old. I was like, Summer,
Watch it.
how did this like leave you? Like, get on the bus. Like, what? Girl, you not gonna live. You a nurse. What are you doing? Like, but then I was like, Tamara, duh, silly girl. Back
Wasn't
in the
no Uber then. No, man.
back in the day, like get it together. Like they knew what they was doing. You're the one
Mm-hmm.
who has to get to it. So yeah. Um yeah, I didn't want her to leave us. And in my head I was like, she not gonna be gone the whole book, is she? She's gonna pop up and reappear. But y'all said, nope, we good. She's not
No.
coming back. Like, dang.
Nah.
You forever doing stuff to people who don't deserve it. Y'all are mean.
You know what? She didn't deserve it, but life is not fair. So good people get hurt all the time.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, this should have been a good warning to some men.
It
Men,
should.
keep y'all friends away from y'all old lady because you never know who plotting on her, right? You get in a
And
relationship, you tell all your business, and this man has open ears and he has an interest in your old lady. And now, because she doesn't have that same interest, this happens, right? Unfortunately, things like this happen.
yeah, and it on a serious note, it does really kind of speak to the fragility, I guess, of the male ego
Yeah.
because she ain't did nothing wrong to you, sir. She ain't did nothing but
Mm-mm.
tell you no.
That's it.
Like, you know what I mean? And even if you go so far as to you ugly, you fat, I don't want you, like some part of you has to be like, dang, that's unfortunate. Let me move on with my life and not harp on this
Hmm.
to the point where I'm about to rape and murder somebody. Like,
Right.
seriously? Like, dudes be out here just can't take no for an answer. It's crazy.
I
Crazy.
will teach my
Now,
son
did
that
y'all see?
rejection is a part of life. You
Okay,
don't always get what you want.
make you stronger, you know?
Yes.
Shoot, now, Kira, she say, now, what part of y'all's brains? Now, write this stuff, cause
Yeah, I don't know.
I was about to call him
Whatever the
name.
creative
Stop.
part is,
It's not
whatever
just
the
about
insane
creative.
part is, whatever the insane part that you keep locked away on a daily basis becomes
Mm-mm.
unlocked when I'm writing.
I need a scientific term because creative is not it for them onions and them
It is.
peppers.
It's
It's right.
imagination. What like it's just your imagination. Imagine
Hmm.
what would you do to torture somebody that had done this? Like what would be the good payback?
Y'all see
Right.
this nail? Don't this nail look long? That's over. That's random. I know. It's a long looking nail. Okay, sorry. Uh, uh, listen, y'all. Listen, We not leaving that thing alone. Okay. We still there. We still there with it. Friday right on up. I'm just saying though, them peppers, them onions, a little bun, a little toasted bun. Cause see, all you had to do was just like lay it on there for a
Ma'am.
few seconds. With some
No,
mustard, my
no,
baby.
But
let it
there
go.
was no bun. There was no bun. It was just straight hot grease and
Okay.
No bun.
shaft.
You could have grabbed a little piece of bread though, like out the back.
Damn.
You don't have to even be a bun.
No.
Okay. All right, Fatima, they're ready to leave, I guess. Leave that topic. Guess who will leave? Go on to something else. Listen, Mama Lynn gonna say something nice. Let me see what she say. She says, "Do you read all of your reviews? And are there any that stood out for this book?" See, this is a good book reader question. Thank you for coming in here and showing some tact and class.
I
I
have
believe.
read a lot of those reviews, Miss Lynn. I read a lot. And one thing that I noticed a lot of the readers were saying, even some readers that I had never like interacted with, I try to engage with a lot of my readers. Engagement is very important to me. And I saw some comments saying, this is a collaboration we didn't know we needed. We need another book. Like we need either another part 2 or we need another 725. And I'm like, I didn't realize that so many people wanted more of this, and that led to other things happening. So that's something that stood out. A lot of people, a lot of women, they're coming out of their shell and saying, you know what, I like this type of stuff. So we want more of it. And we're here to give them what they want. I'll give you
Mhm.
all what you want.
Yeah, that's what we look gruesome. Yeah. Yeah. We like our drama and stuff in our books, not in our
Hmm.
lives. I
That's
say
Yes,
it all the time.
very true.
I say it all the time. So, Kaylynn, you been reading them reviews, girl?
yes, I read a lot. I probably read all of them. I go back and look. There were so many, which I was
Hmm.
shocked when it first came out. Like it was so many, and I tried to read all of them. I read a lot of them. Yes, and what stood out to me were people's like, I didn't know I needed this collaboration. They both crazy. Like we need
Mm-hmm.
what is going on, and of course, the peppers and onions was going trending everywhere.
Yeah.
But
Hashtag peppers and onions.
And like Octavia said earlier, it was the best birthday gift because it took off. Like we always hope for people to enjoy it as much as we think they should, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it took off and it had so many reviews and comments and everything before the end of the weekend that I was
Yeah.
like in awe. I still am. We are, Octavia, you know, we are 2 reviews away from 200 on Amazon.
Oh my God. Y'all
Oh.
go get the book and read and leave some reviews. Like it just took off so fast. Like,
Mhm.
oh my goodness. It was just absolutely amazing. And even the ones that didn't leave like the reviews on Amazon, they left video reviews on TikTok. And
Mhm.
it was just, oh my gosh, I don't even understand. Like you hope your literary baby does well. But to see it being enjoyed, to this magnitude, and then, having people like having the romance readers coming over, like, oh my God, like I didn't know I liked stuff like this. That is such an ego booster. Like you don't even understand. When you have a die-hard genre that you stick by and you never want to, leave, and then you get someone that says, I never thought I would enjoy something like this. I need more from the both of you. That literally swells your head up. And it's like, how can I not give you what you're asking for? But you've made me feel like this. And one thing, as you all know, I am a strictly thriller writer. I don't dibble and dabble. And at one point in time, why this means so much to me, because when I left my first literary house, I didn't know that I could write on my own. And I had a producer. I'm sorry, not a producer. I had a publisher say, "Well, if you don't write this type of story, you don't need to write, because women don't read stuff like that." And
Mhm.
I'm like, what? But
Mm.
I'm like, nah, I have to stay true to me. And I did. And now we're here. And I just don't think I could ever change that, because I want women to know that it's okay to like what's considered not the norm. There's nothing wrong with liking thrillers. There's nothing wrong with liking horror. If you are
Yeah.
a slasher type of girl, which I'm not, if you like slasher, all of that's okay. It's just a book, right?
Mhm.
And I am just like elated that Highway 725 took off like this, because not even I imagined it would be this great. And it just, oh my God, I'm literally about to cry.
I'm so proud of y'all because, like, I just feel so vested, right? Because I mean, be it Kaylynn, like Stacy, okay, like we friends. I remember her first book. I was in the book trailer. I remember we was, reading it when it wasn't even quite a book yet, and it still had to be
Right.
edited and all this kind of stuff. And she snuck it in on us and made us read it, and we didn't know who wrote it and all this kind of stuff. And so now she's here, and then you with that doggone Damien. I just, yeah, that the very first book that I sat on my living room floor and reviewed, and then boom,
Mhm.
here we are, and now we're at Highway 725, TikTok blowing up, and all of the things. I'm just so happy for y'all.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say something, and I'm hoping that I maybe have a green light to ask this question. If not, you can just be like, no, shut up, don't ask me nothing about it. But I feel like I do have a green light when it comes to talking about screenplays and stuff like that for certain books that we might be talking about like right now today.
We're
You hear the
working on it. We're working on it.
thought? Okay,
We're working
okay, okay,
on
okay. Put me in it. Okay. What's Ebony said it's pen jobs, so y'all can head over to ICU reading and chatting, so y'all can check out Daddy's diary, which is the motivation for Highway 725. Boom.
Mhm.
Okay. Fatima said Shayna was a sweet woman who just wanted to take care of her family. I'm so dramatic. And she was,
She
that's
was.
why I said I
it.
wanted her to be around for a little while longer, but well, tough titties, said the kitty. Yeah. What can you do, Fatima? What can you
Thank you,
Thank
Fatima.
you. Thank you so much.
do? Let's see. So Our other Ebony, we got a lot of Ebonies in here on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, we got us a good 3, 4 Ebonies tonight, okay? And they all of them authors. Like, I can't even say author Ebony. Like, they're all authors. Okay, so this is Ebony Q. I was glad that Tyra got the business, but the way y'all did that, I think I clenched my hot pocket. Why did I just clench? Ebony, girl, me and you right there. Okay. Why didn't Caesar take full responsibility for his role? See, you know what, Ebony, me and you, girl, me and you, because the whole time I was reading, I was just like, you know,
Well, okay, wait.
saying sir, but you the most guilty.
He felt guilty. He felt guilty. His whole
He did.
all of that was guilt. All of it was guilt. His whole thing was guilt and grief. So he knew it was his fault. But he still
Mm-hmm.
couldn't. He had to blame. It was still a catalyst to it. So that, of course, for him as a person, that was the only other thing he could act out on other than himself. He
Right.
wasn't going.
He could have pew pewed himself if he had wanted to.
Well, who was going to
No,
take care
he
of his daughter?
couldn't because he
Who
had
was
a
going to take care of
child.
his daughter?
The
Who was going to take care of his daughter?
The grandmama.
And she died. And she died.
And Riley.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so
I got it.
question author Ebony Q. Who wrote What Happened to Tyra?
Oh.
Thank
Okay,
you,
girl.
Ebony.
Yeah.
Because Tyra got the business, not the way she wanted the business, but she got the business.
Yeah. So you got a question in there, girl. It's giving. Oh, all of y'all. Who y'all think? Who y'all think wrote that part? Let me see who I think wrote it. Okay, I know who I got. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a hot little 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so she said she don't know how to answer because she hadn't read Kaylynn before. Okay, fair enough. Well, introductions must be made.
Must be made.
Kaylynn. Baby, you want to get on this ride with us because Kaylynn goes for the gusto as well, mama. Okay. So my answer is Kaylynn. And Fatima's answer is Kaylynn as well. So Kaylynn, tell us whether or not it was you.
It was me.
I like when I'm right. I'll be
Oh my
I'm old
goodness.
something when I'm right. Somebody give me something. I was right. Give me something. I don't know.
Yes, I had nothing to do with that. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, it makes you clench a little bit. You're like, but you know what though? It definitely was giving some Octavia tease though. It really does speak to the fusion that happened between the both of you. Because
And I want you to, like, after I wrote that, I sent it to her like, okay, I wrote this part. I didn't want it to be too much. So let me know if it's okay. She was like, always go. It's too much. It's always right. Like,
Yes.
always.
Harsh is always best.
I don't know how you thought she was gonna ask Octavia and be like, is it too much? Who are you talking to? Never. Like
it just seemed like that's what needed to be done though. So it just
oh goodness. Okay, y'all.
Well, thank you, Ebony, but you're not gonna get all that crazy stuff in. I mean, I bring drama, a lot of drama and plot twists. more
Jesus.
than Octavia's craziness. But
Listen, I'm feeling like now she gonna bring you some hot spiciness, okay, girl? Because satisfaction guaranteed. If you gonna hop over to something from Kaylynn, may I suggest you go over there to the satisfaction guaranteed. Nah, baby, just it's erotic. It's very bounce, bounce, bounce. Like it's giving that a whole lot. Okay, so if that's your
it is.
stilo, then okay, maybe I have to make a different suggestion. But if you into that type of thing, mixed in with a whole bunch of mess and drama, and ooh, okay, then for sure you're going to enjoy that one. So, boom, it's spicy. It's spicy.
From the
Okay, sorry.
beginning.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I was thinking about it. Okay, did y'all? It's got an audible and everything, and then the voices be
Mhm.
doing what they supposed to do. And okay, all right. Well, I enough of that. Um, yeah, yeah. So, oh goodness, it's 8 o'clock. So we gonna go a little over our hour, okay? People, y'all know I usually try to keep y'all only for a little piece of hour, but I got my girls in the building, so I can't we can give y'all a little piece of extra 10, 15. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can stay up a little late. I can do that. Okay, because I'm feeling like we need to hear a little bit more about this flight 725 because y'all
I'm so
mentioned it at the
excited
top of
about
the
this.
show. So I need more details. Who about to tell me about it?
So you know, like Octavia said, even in the reviews, and people were saying they wanted another collaboration and they needed more and needed more. And one day I was just like, we could do this every year. And
Mhm.
I slid in her DM and said, how about we write every year and we make it another 725 something? And let's go with flight 725. And then we start again throwing out ideas. And now
Mhm.
we're all excited about it because we have in our head stuff that's gonna happen, where it's going, and we ready to get it moving. But it's
Yes.
not coming
Yes.
out until July 25th.
Yes.
Oh,
When I
okay.
tell you this was the best, oh my god,
And let me
oh
tell
my
you,
god.
I was like, we need a cover because I want to do my pre-order right now because we are putting this out. And I hit Renee up. I said, Renee, I need a cover. This is what I need. And boom, it was right there.
Mm.
Made it happen. Mm, I love it. I love it so much.
Yes.
Okay. Every year we gotta wait a year, and that I guess that means we just gotta keep rereading it over and over. And I'm excited too because now I'm like, okay, are we gonna see this? Of course, we're gonna see the same people in it, right? And oh, but if we do, then I guess the only person that's gonna come back is gonna be Shania, and then what's she gonna do? And or maybe they're gonna start it all over again. Oh my God, there's so many possibilities. Okay.
Also, so it's explained why Caesar allowed his demise. Was it guilt? It was a little bit of guilt, and he wanted to give Shania peace because he
Right.
suffered for so many years, not sleeping, having nightmares because of his guilt. And he felt like once Tyra was gone, he was able to sleep because he felt like that peace was gone, and it allowed him to like relieve some of the pressure he had on himself. So when
Mhm.
he understood what Shania was about to do, and he knew why. And so to give her peace, he wasn't gonna fight it. He had
Right.
he and he knew he still felt guilty, like he knew he was part of the problem. But again,
Mhm.
he wasn't depressed, he wasn't suicidal. But in order to basically get his daughter the peace that he wanted her, he didn't want her to live as long as he did with all that anger and not being able to sleep and everything else. So it was for more so just to get his daughter peace.
Right.
Mm, yeah, that's the least he could do.
Thank
Okay.
you for teaming you. Y'all
Thank you.
listen. So I want you like it's a year out, but it's already 14 people in pre-ordered that book.
Yeah.
I feel like okay. So remember when we talked about how Kaylynn's first book had a book trailer and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm just feeling like if we wanted to do a book trailer to drop the next one or something. I mean, it feels right, you know. Or maybe you waiting because there might be some screenplay something going on or whatever. So I
We
don't
got
know. I
listen.
leave it alone. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
We gotta write it. We gotta write it first, so we know what the trailer's supposed to look like. How about that?
Right.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
got ideas. We know where it's going, but
Yes.
Okay.
we
This
gotta
is
get there.
my this is my wishful thinking. I think that's just out here on full display.
Okay.
Like I really want to see that on the big screen.
Me too. Me too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say
I
it.
think we really
Yeah.
showed out.
We did. I think we did.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Listen, that's right, Philip. Here we go. So it just goes to show how much people still appreciate good writing in the process, for
Yes.
sure.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Mm-hmm. He said mad love for the field.
Thank you.
For the field. Thanks, Philip, for being here with us. Okay. And you know what? I was very curious, like when you guys look at the reviews and stuff like that, or even get feedback if it's like maybe private. Do you see a larger or smaller number of men who are fans of your work?
Ah, I normally see women. Of course, I see some male names, but primarily I see women.
Okay,
It's yeah.
because let me tell you what I discovered. Like this one time, I had made a post, right, and it was about a book that I was reading, and this guy that I knew, he came in my DM. He didn't say nothing on the post. He came in my DM and was like, he had read the series and he remembered the character names and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, y'all be reading this stuff. So
Yeah, they do.
they be getting in public like, yes, I'm reading the biography of the last president of you know what I mean? But in real life, though, they low key be liking them a little piece of, 725 drama. So shout out to
Hmm.
Theo for being right there representing for the men. Okay, I love it.
Yes.
I absolutely love it. Okay. Boom, we got us another one. So y'all did show out. Had to step away from the book when I realized that Shania was becoming what she was becoming. I didn't know if I could handle it. I know it was a lot.
Oh.
Thank you.
It was a lot. It was a lot. We didn't want it to, but then again, we really did because if she hadn't have, then the cover wouldn't have made sense.
Well, it started out that mostly he was trying to make sure she could protect herself because
Hmm.
he didn't want what happened to her mother to ever happen to her. So he started
Right.
out with just wanting her to be able to protect herself. But then when he saw like the rage in her, he was like, okay, we got to get her some outlets. We got to do something.
Hmm.
And the more he realized, like, I don't know if these things are gonna work, he kind of came into, okay, I gotta teach her how to do this right because it's still my
Right.
baby girl. So
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm feeling like maybe Killer was just a little too embedded in their DNA or something because
It did come up quite flawlessly, didn't it?
it
Like,
did.
but
Like,
when you snap, like when I go to your house, you're trying to feed me dinner, and I see my deceased wife's work clothes in your house. What do I do? What do I? How do I come back from that? How do I, make sense of hearing your voice on her voicemail, and you're my best friend? None
mm-hmm,
of these things should be going together,
and
right?
they didn't
mm-hmm,
click for him until that
Right.
point, and he was already still in grief and denial and whatever. So it just was like an explosion.
Hmm.
yeah, Caesar was a piece of work. You know what? It's a question I did write it down, but sometimes I'll be paying attention to my notes. So I'll be someplace else. But Octavia, you said something on a post recently, a couple days. You was like, "Yeah, I gotta tell y'all about who the real victim was in this." And it led me to believe you was about to say something that pissed me off. Who you think is the real victim here?
The real
Why you
victim
even bring
here.
that up? Why you
The
even bring
real
it up?
victim here is Caesar, right? Okay, yes, he was wrong for cheating on his wife. He was wrong. If he had not been where he was, she would still be alive because he would have been there to get her.
And I can
But
stop you right now.
but he would have been where he was supposed to be had Tyra not did what she did. This
That is
is
true.
Tyra's fault because let's be honest, men and women cheat all the time and they still where they're supposed to be, right? But nobody's drugging folk, right? Had she not did what she did, he would have been at the bus because he already had a whole day planned for them. He knew he was going to be with Tyra, but he still had dinner planned. He still had because it was their anniversary. He still had all of these great things planned for them for that day, right? So you don't plan all these elaborate things, get people out of town to cook you dinner, and not show up. He would have showed up had Tyra not been greedy. Had she hadn't been jealous of her sister, this wouldn't happen. So Caesar is the victim here. You know, Shania is simply a casualty of war, right? It's just what it is. He would have, he would have never stood her up. Yes, he was being very mannish. Like y'all not finding this?
I
Like
don't agree with her. I don't agree with her. I don't agree with her at all. Because Caesar shouldn't have had his ass over there with Tyra in Shania's car in the
have.
first motherfucking
He
place.
shouldn't
He
have,
should
but he
not have.
was.
And if he wasn't over there, he couldn't have gotten drugs, and he couldn't. She wouldn't have had to catch the bus, and so forth and so
Oh
on.
my
So
god.
no, it's his fault.
A jealous sibling is a dangerous person. A jealous sibling is dangerous because out of all the men in the world, and you have your own husband, why do you want your sister's husband? You want your sister's husband because you are jealous of your sister,
She
right?
was she was very jealous, and she was very jealous of her sister. She wanted everything her sister had. She wanted Caesar by any means necessary. She
Correct.
So if he wasn't over there for her, then none of that would have ensued.
Yeah, I
But
need
he
some.
was there, Tony. He was there, and that's okay. Well, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's wrong. But does it make him the villain? Like, is he a villain for cheating?
It
Is he the
absolutely
villain?
is.
No, it
Yes,
does not. Like,
answer to that
Tyra is
question.
the
Yes,
villain
ma'am.
here.
Yeah. He is.
I will say
Tyra
they are
devastated
both
an entire family by her actions. She
they
devastated an
they are both
entire family.
villains.
Ooh.
Caesar is not innocent. He is not a victim.
He is not innocent, but he is not truly at fault. He is wrong for being a philandering husband. He is wrong for dipping his toe in the family pool. He is wrong for those things, but he was still going to get up and leave and go and do all the things he planned for his wife. He bought her a whole car, right? And he had all of these great things planned for his wife. And
After he went
Tyra
and fucked her
is
sister, he was gonna do all this shit for her. So
Oh
like
no, no,
no,
hold on. His sister
and
and
a
his sister
prostitute.
and a whole nother. Yeah, okay.
Like no. No.
Miss Mama,
Mm-mm.
listen here. Tyra, and as Philip has reminded us, Hamlet Yunkel. Okay. Out of order. They out of order for sure. But still, baby, Caesar did wrong.
he did
Did
wrong,
wrong.
but
And through the
he is
whole
not
book, that was
truly
one
at
of the things
fault.
that just kept going through my head was like, sir, you out here acting like you don't deserve the same demise as all of these other people. So once we got to the end and that baby ended up getting killed, I said, well, good job, authors. I don't know whose part that was, but I'm so glad to see that it happened. It's given that it was Kaylynn because the way you out here trying to give me Kaylynn is who gave me what I wanted.
When she passed it over to me to read, I'm like, what?
When I wrote it, I was like, Octavia gonna kill me, but it had to happen. Like it
It
just had to
did.
happen.
It did.
It
Good
had to. I
job.
just did not foresee that. I didn't. I'm thinking, okay, well, he's gonna sleep, and Shania's gonna be, glad that the aunt is gone. But she was like, nah, because I needed my mom. This would not have been my path had my mom been alive. And you know, like he said, you would have been a doctor if your mom was still here. This wouldn't have been you if she was still here, and that's my fault. But that to me, that was Tyra's fault because she devastated everybody. But that's just me, I be looking out for my guys, I be looking out for my characters. I be taking their side.
He was having a whole threesome. He was
Evan,
having a whole
what I tell you, Evan? What I didn't told you through this whole interview. I see you, girl. Whew.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Had
See?
to, Tony.
Had to
Had
go.
to. Because what?
He had to go.
Because what? Oh,
Caesar had to go. Yeah. Nah.
me and Kaylynn, we be seeing eye to eye sometimes. Maybe not all the time. But on this, we saw eye to eye on that one because I was
Yeah.
happy at the end. I was shocked though. I was surprised that I was getting what I wanted, but I was like, I've been thinking this the whole time. Like he gotta go too.
And it was so smooth, and he was like not fighting it, and it was so smooth what happened, and he was just like, all right, and finished the rest of his beer.
I
That's
think
how
he thought,
niggas
okay, now that my end is here, I'm gonna be back with my wife. I have missed her for 20 something years. I'm having to sustain my manhood by taking medication. I miss my wife. It's my fault that she's gone. I just really want to be back with her. And that's why that to me, because I didn't write that scene, to me, that's why he was so accepting of dying. Because I have missed the only woman that I love for over 20 years.
Mm,
And it just made it so much palatable because when I read it, I'm like, I know good and well this is not what.
yeah.
But again, that comes from when you're feeding off of each other. Like when there is no outline, you literally just freestyle the way that you want, and it just worked. It
It did.
literally just worked.
It worked. I definitely learned something from y'all on this evening because I really did not realize that y'all just went back and forth freestyling. Like,
Pretty much.
I know that. So that's dope. Ladies. Okay, now we done got to our final minutes of the evening. So we have talked about this great, phenomenal book, Highway 725. I'm sure that most of the people who are here with us tonight have probably read it, but if you haven't, and for all of you who are possibly going to see this and be like, what they talking about? Highway 725 by Kaylynn Hunt and Octavia Grant is currently available on Amazon. So you can go ahead and grab up your copy of the ebook. Y'all got some paper copies too for the paperback lovers. Okay, so you got options. Y'all need to grab up this book. It is really great, and it's gonna be a movie we claiming that right now.
Yes. Speaking
Yes,
into
yes,
existence.
yes,
Yeah, we
yes, yes,
that right
yes.
into existence right now. So
Mhm.
boom, y'all need to go ahead and make sure you grab it up. For all of you who have read it and perhaps not written your review just yet, then make sure that y'all head over either the Amazon or the Goodreads and put that good old review in there. Okay. Now, ladies, before you go, I want to give you both an opportunity to tell everybody where they can find you. But before that, let them know if you got some stuff coming up that you want folks to just know about, things happening. What's going on with you? I'm gonna go ahead and bring up Octavia.
Okay, guys, I got my stuff written down because my head is bad. I'm getting old. So you can follow me. You can follow me on TikTok at Octavia the author. Here on Facebook, Octavia Tanika Grant, or my author page, which is author Octavia Grant, and also on Instagram, which is Octavia versus Old Tanika. And I'm telling you all because I have not made the announcement yet outside of my reading group. And in October, you can look forward to a Chaos and Chill Halloween book box. I'm only doing 10 because it has been a very uh pricey box.
Okay.
um, but it is going to have a brand new release that I'm not going to release to Amazon until boxes are sold. And again, it's only 10, and look out for that. I'm gonna put it on my website in October, and then I'm gonna have it for sale the first week of Halloween. That way when I ship it, it'll get to you on Halloween.
Okay. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have you repeat. It was like a little quick glitch. And
Okay.
I think it was right at the point when it was telling us when it was going to actually be released, but people can get the boxes. Can you tell us that part again one more time?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to make the announcement, the unofficial. Well, this is the official announcement. So I'm gonna tell social media for those who didn't see the live. There will be a Halloween book box called Chaos and Chill Halloween book box. I'm doing 10 boxes, and you can get those on my website only. Um, the first week of the week before Halloween. And the reason why I'm doing that is because by the time I ship it, you'll have it on Halloween. So I want it to be a Halloween release. So it's gonna be a great box. You're gonna get a brand new release and two of my previous releases in that box and some other good things.
Okay. Yes, girl. Okay. So then we need to have our girl Kaylynn come on up now, don't we? There we go. Tell us tell us what you got going on.
Okay, so anyone that is not following me, I am author Kaylynn Hunt on Facebook. That's my author page, or Kaylynn Hunt. You'll find me. Instagram is Kaylynn Hunt, and TikTok is Kaylynn Hunt with a zero. Um, I have, and I just want to say, if anyone has not picked up the freestyle cipher that just dropped, and please go and do that. It is the suspense of it all. There are six
Mm.
short stories by some great suspense and thriller authors. Octavia's in there as well. We got Tony LaRue, Tanisha Stewart, Kira and James, and E. Ray Taronic, and myself. They're six stories, suspenseful, that you should all pick up. You can always go to my website, KaylynHunt.com. I also have a book box that I include a book of your choice and some custom items, and that's available on my Square site, which is skylarpublications.square. I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, and go pick up Satisfaction Guaranteed. It just came out on Audible and is right now still number one new release for this week.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes, honey. I love it. I love
She
it.
has had number ones for the past what couple of weeks now. Just
Listen,
number ones, top
she
new
ain't playing no
release.
games with them. I love it. Okay.
I'm gonna keep releasing on Fridays because that boy seems to be working for me.
Well, listen, y'all. Well, shoot, it's me. I'm Tam Telling Tales, and I be over here talking with some really dope people, y'all. And so I am encouraging y'all to share, like, follow, and subscribe to Tam Telling Tales on all social media platforms. No matter where you go, you'll be able to find me, Tam Telling Tales, even my website, tamtellingtales.com. Okay. Now, y'all, I be having merch. Okay. I have merch. Okay. So anybody who knows me, at the end of any conversation that I have with people, I always say, I'm Tam, I'm telling tales, read a book. Okay. Like, literally, when I go out and about, people be ready. They be ready to tell me what books they read, and they be ready to be like, read a book. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to spread the word about reading books as well, I'm encouraging you guys to head over to my site. It's right there at the bottom of the screen. Honestly, if you guys Google Tam Telling Tales Square, the website will come up, and you guys can order you a read a book shirt, as well as a hat. Okay. All right, y'all. So, that's all I got. I ain't got no more.
Well, thank you for having us, ma'am.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's always a good time when I get to have conversations with the likes of you two. Super, super excited. And for all of my authors and for my publishers and for my movie actors and directors and stuff, y'all want to talk? Well, let's do this. Okay. So we are opening up for interviews coming up soon. So you can hit up Tim Telling Tales if you are interested. And before we go, I am going to have both my guests help me out a little bit with the outro. Right now, I'm trying to think if let me see, because Octavia hasn't done it with me before. I don't think.
I
Um,
think I have.
you didn't get the outro with me before?
Yeah.
Cause yeah, we do be talking a lot, don't we? So it probably, yeah, you probably have. Yeah, you probably have, and I didn't forgot because I'm forgetful, child. I be okay. So boom, then that's what we gonna do. Then everybody's about to help me out with this outro.
We doing it together.
Yeah, I'm gonna do I'll tell you something. And then y'all two gonna say to read a book.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But right before I start, I also want to encourage all of y'all to make sure that you head over to the YouTube channel for Tam Telling Tales if that's not where you're watching me at right now. But Kaylynn's book banter interview did drop on today. So please make sure that you guys check that out. We had us a ton of fun talking about her literary journey. So you guys make sure that y'all check that out as well. Like that. Give me some comments. Tell me a little something, okay? All right, here we go, y'all. So we about to end this thing. I'm Tam. I'm Telling Tales.
Read a book.
Read a book.